Alright people, welcome back to the Kaiba Show. This week we're going to switch it up a little bit again, and I'm going to give you guys a review on Season 2 of The Punisher, so let's get it.
Welcome to the Kaiba Show.
Alright people, so let's start off by saying this. I think Punisher is probably the best Marvel Netflix show. The storyline for both Season 1 and Season 2, I just like how they develop your boy Frank Castle in both seasons. Even though he doesn't have any type of superhuman powers like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and everybody else, I just feel like the story arc that they have with the show makes you fall in love with Frank Castle and you actually feel for him. Obviously, a lot of people that are Punisher fans already know, the storyline with him losing his wife and kids. But there's more to it. They add more depth to the storyline where you really feel a connection with it, and that's what I like about it. Because it also makes you feel like you could be a Frank Castle, because he has no superhuman strain powers or whatever. So you relate more to his character. And like I said, the storyline for both Season 1 and Season 2 is phenomenal. I think by far Season 2 kind of outshines a lot of the other shows as far as acting. I feel like everybody on the Punisher production, when it comes to the actors, they bring their A game to the table. Some of the other actors in some of the other shows, not even like mainly the main stars, but like some of the other characters, I just feel like all the time like their acting was a little off. It wasn't believable. But I feel like everybody on Punisher does a good job where you feel a connection with all the characters. And the action by far was like superb. In the first episode, there's a scene where Punisher is like, once again, he's outnumbered and he just goes to work on these bad guys, and it just set the tone for the rest of the season, and I just love it. So with that being said, with the action, Season 2 has a lot of good action. It's been a while since I've seen Season 1, so I can't say which one has the better action, but as of right now, I do like Season 2 of The Punisher just a little bit more. With the storyline, the acting, and the action involved. My only gripe with the show is I could probably say that I feel like there's a character in there called Billy. You see him in Season 1. He gets messed up. His face gets a little messed up at the end of Season 1. So in this one, he has to wear a mask. And I felt like the mask was pointless because the scars wasn't grotesque enough for me. I feel like in the beginning of Season 2, when you see him with the mask, you expect him to look a little hideous. But then when he finally reveals his face, his scars are kind of regular. It just looks like, what was the point of the mask? Like, I'm over here thinking that you was going to look hideous and grotesque under there, like the scars keloid up or something. And the scars was regular. I didn't see the point of him wearing the mask. And another gripe that I had with this season, I just felt like with two storylines with the two, I guess you could call the villains of this season, I just felt like sometimes when you have too many bad guys, like you have like the main bad guy, then you have like a sub bad guy, I feel like sometimes the other characters' storyline gets a little diluted where they don't focus on them. I just felt like with Season 2, even though I loved it and I think it was just a little bit better than Season 1, I just felt like they should have focused more on just one bad guy to fully develop into that character, because I just felt like because you have so much going on, we're bouncing from this guy to this guy, and obviously they all fall back on Frank Castle, so basically Frank Castle had to deal with both of these at the same time. It just that sometimes it just felt like a little bit too much. So those are like my only two gripes that I've had with this season, but other than that, I think the season was phenomenal. It's definitely worth watching, and I highly recommend everybody goes out there and watch Season 2 of Punisher on Netflix, so you won't be disappointed. Like I said, I feel like this is by far the best Marvel Netflix show on, obviously, Netflix, because like I said, the storyline is probably one of the best storylines for both Season 1 and Season 2 compared to the other ones, where this character is more relatable because he's regular. He's a vigilante, basically. So yeah, definitely go check out Season 2 of The Punisher. Alright, so if you like what you see and you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. After doing that, hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a video. And please hit the like button and leave a comment at the bottom.